So you need a rural vibe, but also need some urban conveniences? Great. You found the video you need. I'm Tim Phillips, a local realtor with the Phillips team at Keller Williams in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And today, we're diving into one of the most talked about suburbs in all of the Pittsburgh area, Peters Township. If you've been searching for that perfect balance between small town community, top tier schools, modern conveniences, and gorgeous scenery, this just might be the place for you. In this video, we're breaking down the top 5 reasons everyone's moving to Peters Township, Pennsylvania. And trust me, by the end, you'll see why this South Hills community has become one of the most desirable places to call home. So before we get into everything, thank you for being here. My goal with this channel is to be your #1 resource for anything and everything related to your move to the Pittsburgh and surrounding area. If at any time you want to reach out and start a conversation, you can find my email below. Send me an email, let's get a conversation started. Let's get into things, but before we do so, be sure to hit the bell, like button, and subscribe so that way you don't miss any content that we upload weekly to this channel. All right, so let's start with what Peters Township is probably most known for, its schools. The Peters Township School District consistently ranks among the best in the entire state of Pennsylvania. Most recently ranking at number 5 by the Pittsburgh Business Times, but they did have one of their elementary schools, Bower Hill Elementary, come in with a #1 ranking for elementary schools in all the state. If you decide to make a move to the Peters Township area, you can expect your child's scholastic journey to start with either Bower Hill Elementary or Pleasant Valley Elementary, which is grades kindergarten through 3rd. Bower Hill is going to be in the Venetia area, which is the most southern part in Peters Township. And so Pleasant Valley is going to be located more northern than where Bower Hill is, and it's closer to Route 19 in the Canonsburg area that starts to butt up against the Upper St. Clair area. After they're done with Bower Hill or Pleasant Valley, they'll move to McMurray Elementary, which is going to be grades 4th and 5th. And McMurray Elementary is actually located on McMurray Road. It's almost central and kind of in the heart of the Peters Township area. After McMurray Elementary, they'll move to Peters Township Middle School, which is grades 7th and 8th. A quick side note, this was most recently the old high school, but the new high school has since been built and they moved the middle school to the old high school. The reason I bring this up is if you do choose to move to the area, you'll notice people in the community will most likely refer to the middle school as the old high school. We'll keep calling the middle school the old high school for the next 20 years. It's secretly one of the reasons I love living here. We don't discourage change, but we make sure to remind everybody of what something once was. Anyways, Peters Township is a district that's earned national recognition for academic performance, athletics, and extracurricular programs. The new Peters Township High School campus is modern, impressive, and designed to prepare students for college and beyond. The community has built a splash pad, playground, they've put up pavilions, bathhouses, mixed-use athletic fields, and a short, smaller golf facility for students in the community to use. And the high school is also conveniently located to where there is a trail that connects to the Montour Trail, which is a old railroad trail that a lot of the community uses for biking, walking, running, jogging. So most families will move here for the schools, property taxes, and community lifestyle. You'll see it on Friday nights when stadiums fill up and throughout the year with student performances, art shows, and local events. And we'll get into local events a little bit later in this video as well. One of the things people immediately fall in love with about Peters Township is the lifestyle. It has that rare combination of suburban calm and active community energy. You'll find families gathering at local community events, neighbors chatting at youth sporting games, and endless ways to get outdoors. Peters Woods Park and the Montour Trail are 2 local favorites. As said earlier, it's perfect for biking, jogging, taking the dog for the walk. You should also be aware of the amphitheater at Peters Woods Park. It's an outdoor amphitheater offering concert series, movies, and other outdoor events, which are offered pretty much throughout the year, weather permitting. Peters Lake is also in close proximity to Peters Woods Park. This is a great place to go walk your dog, exercise, fish, or just go float out on the lake on a kayak. There is a trail that circles the lake and is relatively flat. You're gonna find some rocks and roots and dirt and things of that sort. It's roughly about a mile long with other trails crossing and connecting with it, but it's free and it's a very popular spot that neighbors frequent. The community recreation programs here are also top-notch. Whether it's youth soccer, baseball, community yoga in the park, there's always something happening that brings people together. And even though Peters Township is growing, it's managed to hold on to that small town feel where you know your neighbors, local businesses remember your name, and the overall energy is friendly and family focused. All right, let's talk real estate in Peters Township. From a real estate perspective, Peters Township continues to be one of the strongest and most stable markets in the Pittsburgh region. Homes here range from entry-level townhomes and charming split levels in the low 400s to luxury estates and newer builds well into the $1 million range. The property values in Peters Township have shown consistent appreciation over the years. Thanks to its school district, lower inventory levels, and limited land availability, even when the broader market shifts, Peters tends to hold steady, which makes it a great long-term investment. Taxes here are reasonable for what you get. High quality public services, excellent maintenance, and a community that takes pride in appearance. If you're buying in Peters Township, you're buying into stability, and that's something not every suburb can promise. Okay, so within the last 6 months in Peters Township, the highest price sale was $4.3 million, and the lowest price sale was $160,000. The average days on market currently is sitting right around 43 days on market, which is how long it typically takes for a home to sell in our current market. And the average sales price is coming in around $670,000. Just reinforcing again, it is a strong market to purchase and buy in. With the future, you're going to retain a lot of equity whenever you purchase a home in Peters Township. One of the best parts about living in Peters Township is how convenient everything feels. You're close enough to the city, roughly 25 to 35 minute drive into downtown Pittsburgh, yet far enough to enjoy peace and quiet. Daily life is easy here. You got grocery stores, local markets, great health care, restaurants that satisfy every flavor craving. A true local favorite that deserves a special mention is the Country Store Diner. This place is as classy as it gets. A cozy diner that serves some of the best breakfast in the South Hills, in my opinion. Fluffy pancakes, hearty omelets, grab-and-go breakfast sandwiches, homemade pies. It's the kind of place where everyone knows your name. Pro tip, if you're going there for breakfast, get there before 9 a.m. on a Saturday, or you might be waiting a while. What makes it even better is the small town market attached to it, featuring local favorites like Relocating olive oil, which is locally owned by a family here, harvesting olives from their family's farm back in Greece. And we're lucky enough to have access to it here, so that's pretty cool. There's also locally sourced honey, maple syrup, and other Pennsylvania-made treats. And if you're into golf, Peters Township has you covered. Lindenwood Golf Club offers a beautiful public course that feels like a country club without the price tag attached to it. And there's also the 1781 Club that has turned into a semi-private public golf course. It's got a great experience there with 2 golf simulators, incredible dining and bar scene. It's very much a favorite, a local favorite for lots of people around. All right, and now you may have not thought that this would be a reason to consider moving to the area, but from clients that I've talked to, this is a desirable reason why people want to move to the Peters Township and South Hills area of Pittsburgh. The weather, because it truly shapes life here. Peters Township experiences all 4 seasons in full color. Each one brings something special. Spring is full of life, fresh blooms, golf season starting up, and the Montour Trail packed with walkers, cyclists, joggers, and people of the community in general. Summer is warm and comfortable with community events, barbecues, and long evenings spent on the deck. Fall is absolutely stunning. Vibrant trees, crisp air, and that unmistakable Western Pennsylvania charm. And winter? Sure, we get snow. Sometimes lots of it. But it adds a sense of coziness. Fireplaces, sledding on hills, and picture-perfect holiday moments. It's the kind of place where you actually get to experience all the seasons. So there you have it, 5 big reasons why everyone's moving to Peters Township. Between the schools, lifestyle, strong housing market, local flavor, and 4-season beauty, it's no surprise this community keeps growing in popularity. If you're considering a move to the Pittsburgh area or specifically to Peters Township, I'd love to be your resource and realtor of choice to help guide you through the process. I'm Tim Phillips with the Phillips team at Keller Williams. My wife Nina and I live, work, and raise our family right here in the South Hills. You can reach me at my email below. I'd be happy to schedule a call with you and talk about your move to our wonderful area. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that bell, like button, subscribe, so you can stay up to date with all content relative to your move to our area.